This is going to be the quiz show, which I based off episode 64 of Hello Internet. So, hey.
All right.
So basically,
Sponsor.
What?
Sponsor. Go check them out.
Yeah, actually you should. And that's a good episode that even if you've never listened to it, you can. So I'll have that in the description show notes. And go listen to that. It's very entertaining. So basically, if you aren't familiar with quiz shows were one of the first versions of like game shows. And so there's a really cool crash course history that I will link in the description show notes for that. And it taught me a lot about the history of game shows. And did you know that quiz shows were one of the first types of game shows, and they were being played on the radio?
Quiz
back in
shows?
the
No way.
20s.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. And they were making bank. That's why they kept doing it. And now we have modern game shows such as like Family Feud and Jeopardy and stuff.
Oh, gosh. I was watching some game shows, actually, the other day to prep myself for this episode, obviously.
Good for you.
Not because I was obligated to watch television for the first time in years. But I'm excited. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna show everyone my IQ and how large my IQ is. My IQ is very large, Noah.
It's the largest.
It's the largest IQ that you can think of.
I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So if you want to play along with us at home, then you can. I will be asking the questions, and then if you know the answer, just, I don't know, say it out loud to yourself, and it won't. If you don't say it out loud, it doesn't count, because we know if you say it out loud.
You can think it, or
no, you can't. You have to say it out loud.
You can send us a private email, and we'll email you back and be like, watch the episode. We're not going to check your answers. we're not very hardworking. But hey, we'll respond.
And then check. Oh my, never. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Play along. Tell us your score in the comments. I will. The different questions I have like scored for different amount of difficulties, and so I will tell you how much each is worth. And then I think there's a total. Actually, I didn't count how much there is worth, but at the end I will count the total, and you can see how many points you got out of how many.
You can see if you beat us.
If you beat us, then you can get you get
Not if you beat Noah. Noah already knows the answers, right?
Yeah, right. Of course, because I have the spreadsheet here. But if you beat Tendo's score,
then you can replace me on the podcast.
What? Oh yeah, you can just replace Tendo.
This is how Noah like picks like the next heir or whatever.
We decide if you're worthy.
Right. When the ruler gets too old, they do like a little quiz show, and then if any of the fans get better, boom, impeached, out of there.
Boom, roasted. There we go. Yeah, that's true. That's what's gonna happen if you get better than Tendo. You literally replace him, but it will still be called the Nomich and Supertendoboy podcast.
Yeah,
you will become Supertendoboy.
Right.
So, you know. Okay, so let's get right into the news. I'm Keemstar. Is that still relevant?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, let's get started with these questions. So, Tendo, we have 4 categories. Each category has 5 questions. You can choose your category. The categories are Tendo, and this is about your online presence. And we have Nomich, also my online presence. Then we have Nomich and Tendo, our online presence together when we're in the same place. And YouTube and YouTube culture.
All right.
Where do you want to start?
I want to start from the most general and then narrow down. So let's go with YouTube first.
Okay. So, question 1. What year was YouTube started?
I believe it was 2006.
Oh, so close. 2005.
It was 5. Okay. Because I knew that the earliest I knew of any YouTubers was 2006. But I was thinking to myself, it probably existed for a little... dang it. Okay.
Tisk, tisk.
Tisk, tisk.
Okay, so question 2. What was the first video ever uploaded to YouTube?
Oh, well, see, nobody knew this until eventually YouTube posted their little bit on the A's to Z's, I believe. And that was, it had to do with the zoo. A Day at the Zoo, was it?
It's called Me at the Zoo, but I'll give you, I don't know if I should give you full points. It was worth 4 points. I'm going to give you half point and give you 2.
Okay. I can't remember the name. I just remember it was something prefacing zoo, and it was just a video of them at the zoo.
Yeah, and it talked about elephants, and they have long trunks, and that's it. And it's like 19 seconds. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a tricky one, and I didn't know this until I Googled it. So this is worth 5 points if you get this correctly. Who was the first YouTuber to reach 1 million subscribers?
First YouTuber to reach 1 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta think way back there. I gotta think pioneers. I'm gonna. There was a lot of big YouTube. It could have been one of the more vlogger ones. It could have been the old Shane or the Oakley, but I'm gonna shot in the dark and say it was Ray William Johnson.
No, it was not. It was Fred. I was thinking it was Ray William Johnson as well. Fred.
Okay, well, all I knew was he was the largest YouTuber the farthest back that I can think of. But now that I remember, Fred was huge too. I used to follow him for the longest time when I was younger. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, when I was doing this, I was like, that's a good question. Like, what? And then I was thinking it's Ray William Johnson. It has to be. And then I Googled it, and it was Fred. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, yeah. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. And if you don't get this, then I don't know. I basically just get off my podcast. What is the annual YouTube conference hosted by John and Hank Green called?
Gosh, I want to say E3, but I think it starts with a V. Maybe is it VidCon?
Yes, you're correct. Tendo.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud of you. Here we go. This one. This one's really easy as well. So,
okay.
I put them in the order as I thought of them, not of the order of difficulty. And so this one's fairly easy. Who, as of 2017, has the most subscribers on YouTube?
I don't know anyone who doesn't know that. It's the old Pewds of the Pie.
The PewDiePie.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I believe he's still close seconded to a German vlogger. Actually.
A German vlogger? Really?
Yeah,
I believe German or something.
If you look up the stats, don't quote me on that, but I know a few months ago.
Ola Soy German. He has 32 million subscribers.
There you go. Was I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, that was like 6 months ago, but yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised at the fact that he doesn't even have a YouTube banner.
You have to realize how much of YouTube is English speakers, and so a lot of non-English speakers will flock to specific channels of that language.
You're right.
So it's kind of funneled there.
I'm proud of him, honestly.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm not saying he's a bad YouTuber.
I've never really watched his videos, so he might be a bad YouTuber.
Can't say I have either.
Well, it's in German, and I don't know German. So, okay, so now where do we want to go? Do we want to go
YouTube
Tendo,
culture.
Nomich, or Tendo, Nomich?
Isn't there YouTube culture?
Oh, no, that YouTube / YouTube culture. That was
YouTube / culture. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
I was very confused. No, let's go to Tendo and Nomich, and then I think I'll do myself and then you, so it gets progressively more whatever. Nomich and Tendo.
Okay, got it. Okay, so question number 1 of our category, which is our online presence. So if people have been following both of us, they could know these. So this isn't like what's my I guess like if they listen to the last episode.
I think the viewers will learn a lot more from this section
Yep.
than they probably will in any other part of the podcast about us.
Yeah, maybe, perhaps.
We'll
Okay,
see.
so not including the map challenges, if you remember those. Those were way back. On my channel, what was the first video with you in it? And then on your channel, what was the first video with me in it?
Gosh. Oh, I gotta think really hard. The first video of mine with you in it, I'm gonna assume was some sort of SMP, because I can't think of a video that I would feature as far as the nature was when I met you. I want to say like, wasn't Bright Block, was it?
Uh-huh.
Episode 1, Bright Block, like season
2, episode 3,
Season
Bright
2.
Block. Yeah, A Hungry Alliance. That was the...
Oh.
Okay, so you currently just got 2.5 points for me. Okay, so
Right.
so for... That's half of the question. You get another 2.5 if you get the first video that you were on my channel.
Yeah, I'm thinking hard. Cause that was probably back when you were still doing like game stuff with friends and recording it.
Yep.
But I don't remember doing one of those with you. So I'm trying to think of what I could have done that maybe wasn't Bright Block, that would be even before that. It wasn't the you meeting me. Cause that was
It was before that.
after. It was before that. Gosh. I have no idea. The only thing I could think of that early would be Bright Block, unless there's a video I've just completely forgotten about.
Nope, it is Bright Block. You got it.
Yay!
Sweet. So you got 5 points. I'm so proud of you.
Woo!
I'm glad you remember that, because I was thinking that, I was like, there's bound to be videos before this. And then I looked,
No.
and I was like, no, there weren't any videos more than
We
that.
just talked. We did solo stuff.
Yeah.
Really, the only stuff on my channel with other people is SMPs.
You're right. Also, you know how I said not including map challenges?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you this link real quick, okay?
All right.
Okay. This is your map challenge. For those who are unfamiliar, so I had this idea where, because we both made Minecraft adventure maps, kind of. I made a puzzle map for him. He made a puzzle map for me based around mechanics and things from our channel. And so I just decided to look through this. Did you click on it yet?
Yeah, I did. I remember this. Wow. Okay.
Do you get why I sent you that?
Yeah. Wow. I forgot about See, I remember yours, cause it was super fun. I remember the lava room and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm looking at your video and looking at the map challenge I made for you, and it was completely based around your
Mod
modded
showcase
world.
thing. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, which I really like the concept of. And so I kind of pulled like the, I don't know what you'd call it, like Sky Does Minecraft, like popular YouTuber thing where I just put a bunch of inside jokes in there. But I made it, I think, in like 3 days, which I've made maps for people before, like as a gift or whatever, as a challenge. But whenever I do, I put it off until quite late, and then I have to finish an entire map in like a few days or a week, and it's so stressful and it's really sloppy. And the one I made for you, looking back, was pretty sloppy.
Yeah, that's fine. Did that video that the link, did it start at 30 seconds?
No, it did not.
Okay, so skip to 30 seconds and then watch it for about 5 seconds.
All right. Nom nom Nomich. Good old Nomich plays.
A fellow YouTuber, Nomich, or Nomich Plays. So when you said, I was watching it and you said Nomich, and I was like, oh no, he done messed up. And then he said or, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna say no, Nomich or Nomich, and he said or Nomich Plays, and I was like, no, no, you're wrong.
So I got everything wrong.
Yeah. And
To
so
be
that,
correct.
and I was like, wait a second, when did we like start doing things actually, like not just text? And so, yeah, I was that was before, obviously before you had ever watched my channel ever. And so everything was just through Skype, which that's an interesting story, but I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not one of the things. Okay, but the thing about that is it's I just commented and you replied, and then you were like, "Hey, well, we should collaborate." And you would never do that now. I'll have a link to this video in the show notes. Basically, I was just like, "Hey," and you like replied and you said, "I would love to collaborate." And then I left my Skype there and you added me on Skype. Would you do that now? Looking like now, Tendo.
No, because it was through Minecraft basically. And well, no, because as large as your channel is, anyone who messages me who makes like good videos, I'll probably I mean probably not, because you'd be asking about Minecraft stuff. I don't know. That's like hard to say, because you then now in this time you probably wouldn't be asking about Minecraft stuff.
No. I mean, not me. I mean, if somebody,
Like
some random punk kid, comes up and says, "Hey, you
just
want
in general.
to collaborate on something," and then what would you say to that? You wouldn't be like, "Yeah, of course."
I'd probably be nice, but I wouldn't. Probably not. No, I guess.
I'm trying to. This page isn't loading fast enough, so I'm gonna send it to you. And so my comment is on that. I don't remember.
Yes, I remember. Our whole relationship started just from the one comment. Oh god, I was so proud of this concept, because this concept actually made for a map for somebody in, I think. This one I had a little bit more time. I think I made this in like a month or so. But
okay,
it was
so this video is Weeping Angels in Vanilla Minecraft. Link in the description, show notes, and so you can go watch that. It's not that great of a video because it's real noobish, but the concept is actually pretty great. But it's really funny because there's this one point in the video, I forgot where, it's like, I don't know, like a minute and a half in or 2 minutes, and you just say, and it works pretty well, and then it like breaks a little bit, and you said, well, of course it doesn't work every time, but
my things broke all the time in videos, and I might do 2 takes, but I rarely did more takes because I was so lazy. And I'd usually just be like, it doesn't work all the time, or I don't really care. And I just move on.
Yeah. So Weeping Angels, our first comment is there, but basically I just said, hey, you want to do something? And he was like, yes, I would love to. And then that started all of this. So I guess it's a good thing that you did that, but I don't think I would do that now. I would probably add them on Skype, but I probably wouldn't go anywhere with it. But I was also reading through our old conversations, which we'll do that in a later episode. I don't think we have time now, but maybe at the end or something.
Maybe.
If we have time for it, we'll do it in this episode, but probably not. But I was just a little annoying kid, and just in your text, I could tell that you're annoyed. But I don't know. And then I was like, hey, you want to meet in real life? And at first you were apprehensive, and I was like, okay, but let's do it. And so I don't know. We'll do. It's ridiculous how much I've changed and how much you've changed in this, like, these years.
Hold on, let's see when that comment was posted. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Can I get an exact timestamp, or does it just say 2 years?
I think
it's.
Yeah, I don't think you
2
can.
years.
Yeah, no.
Dang it. 2 years ago, though. Whew.
Okay, next question. On episode 1 of the Nomich Supertendoboy podcast, who was our special guest?
I know this one right off the bat. It's Zender. Every time I ask people to look up the podcast, it always comes up and I see It's Zender in the title.
Yep.
I want guests on the show again. So bad.
Okay.
So
I actually have in mind someone that I think would be interesting to have on the podcast. I'll talk to you after that. But
ooh.
He's like a small YouTuber, but he's fairly large, and I think he'd be very fun to have on the podcast. I haven't asked him yet, but
okay.
Hey, if that works, that would be actually pretty cool.
I've had a lot of people ask me if they could be on the podcast.
I think they'd have to be interesting people.
Oh, I got some interesting people, no way.
Then maybe. We'll talk about that in the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
Next question. In what month and year did we meet in real life?
Month and year. I believe it was July, because it wasn't quite August yet, because I got super busy in August. It was July, and it was, oh gosh, was it? Yeah, it was two summers ago, so 2015.
Okay, you got half of that because it was 2015. However, it was August.
It was August. Okay, was it
August
10th or 11th or something like that?
I think it was the 12th.
The 12th. Okay, because that would be right in between. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It was either the 12th or like the 18th, but I will give you.
It wasn't the 18th. I know that because by then I was in school. It was the 12th, I'm pretty sure.
The 12th, yeah. I think it was the 12th. That sounds right. Okay, so, and the reason that is something that people can know, or would know if they follow our channels, is because in the video where I explained that I met you in real life, it said back in August, so. Okay, so. And then from that video, so I met Supertendoboy IRL. There's the unlisted video that if you get linked to it, then we have this conversation that your brother recorded.
Yes.
And so, what topic was first discussed in that video? We talked about like 2 or 3, but like one, the very first one, what was it?
Well, considering what I was like at that time, I probably only talked about myself. So I'm going to say adventure map was one of the topics, but you're asking what the first topic was?
Yep. In the video.
In the video. Oh, and I haven't even watched the video in forever. I don't know if I've even watched the whole video through. Normally because I can't stand watching myself. I have no idea. One commands, maybe?
No. Thumbnails.
Thumbnails. Okay.
And you're showing me your different thumbnails because you have this whole folder that just has all your thumbnails.
Now I remember showing you that now.
And then after that, we went into your adventure map world, and we like played around with like custom loot stuff, and you were saying how it didn't work and whatever with wolves or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
so
that
remember that.
Yeah, that was worth 5 points. Unfortunately, you did not get that. So.
Shucks.
Okay, so are you ready for the final question in the Nomich and Tendo?
I am ready.
Okay. What was the name of the character voiced by Nomich, also known as me, in Minecraft Dating in One Command? Girlfriend and boyfriends.
Oh my gosh, I love that video. For
So
the record, that along with hardship airships and whatever, the 2OP episode where I build my airship, that is one of my favorite videos. Even though the jokes that I wrote were not funny at all, it was so much fun to make. I had a bunch of other people. I rewatched it like 2 days ago. Gosh, he's showing him the ropes.
Yeah.
And it was a really, really generic name. And I remember what your character looked like. Was it John? Was it Dan? Was it Daniel?
Oh.
Or was the last name Daniels?
Yeah, kind of. Mick Daniels.
Oh my gosh.
The last name is Mick Daniels.
What was the first name?
I'm not okay. I want you to get this.
I'm not gonna get it.
No, I want you to get this. So it starts with an E.
Evan. It was
Evan McDaniels. That's right. I'm gonna give you
syllables.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you 4 points out of the 5 because you got Daniels kind of, and Evan. You got that, so I'm giving you 4 of the 5 points. Nice. Good on you. Okay, so that's the final question of that category. So now we can either go to Nomich or Tendo Trivia. Where do you want to go?
Well, I think it'd be best for me to do yours last because I'll know it the least.
You'll
and
know
it'll be the most
the least.
get out. And it'll be the most interesting. So let's do myself. Let me see what I know about my own channel.
Okay, so, can you name in order your top 3 most popular video?
I'm gonna guess Soldiers in One Command is
That's one
up
of
there. Definitely Custom Beacons without a doubt. The second one, and the third.
I'll give you a total of 5 guesses. You have 2. You have used 2.
It's not Serpent. Oh, is it? It's Ore Sifters. I bet.
No.
It's not Ore Sifters. Okay.
But you can get 2 more.
I got
2 more.
2 more most popular videos. Is it Sea Serpent?
No.
I'm not looking through my videos. I'm just trying to think. It's not the Villagers one. Is it Uncrafting Tables?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
But wait. Now, you have 2 different versions of Uncrafting Table. You have the old one and the new one. Which one is?
I'm pretty sure eventually the new one beat it out, the One Command version.
No, outdated.
No,
Uncrafting Tables.
it was the original.
Yep, the original.
Dang. Okay.
Okay, so how that pointing system worked is 5 if you got all 3 of them in order, and if you didn't get them in order, 1 for every one you got right. So I'm gonna give you 3 points because you got Uncrafting Tables. And Custom Beacons and Battling Soldiers.
Right, but yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yep. Okay, so what was the first publicized video on your channel?
Publicized. Technically, every video is publicized at some point, but the very first one you probably never saw, called First Video, it was hardly up, like, I think a month or so.
Well, which one is still up?
The only one, the one probably Two Man War.
No.
Is it Two Man War?
Mm-mm.
And it's, okay, goodness. I know I filmed that before Lego Mario.
It is a Lego one. The one that's the very first one that's currently public on your channel.
It wasn't Zelda, that was later. It was Lego, but it was before Two Man War, and it wasn't Mario, wasn't Zelda. Was it Lego Corn? No, it wasn't the Corn one. That was later that year. Gosh, I'm stumped. I can't think of what it would be.
Okay, it was, quote, Lego Corn Time Lapse.
It was Lego Corn Time Lapse.
You said it was Lego Corn, and then I was like, oh, you almost got this, and then you're like, no. But yeah, it was Lego Corn Time Lapse.
Oh, dang it. That was a school project that I uploaded as an afterthought. Was that really posted before Two Man War?
Yes, it was. It's the very first one that's published, and then the next 3 or 4 are also Lego.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've never told anyone about it, but yeah, I did have a first video that was neither of those. Gosh, I'm never going to publicize that. Maybe I'll discuss it some other time.
Maybe unlist it and put it in the show notes or something. I don't know. If it's too embarrassing, we won't do that. Absolutely not. That would be really rude. But, next question. This is one of your newest videos, as of now. In Freedom in Video Games, which French philosopher was quoted at the start of the video?
Montesquieu. I forget his first name, but I believe it was within only 2 months after I made that video. I actually learned about him in my history class. I was like so happy with myself and proud of myself. Because when I made the video, I was just like, oh, let's just look up a quote because you got to start it with a quote. And then I learned who he actually was, and he was like, he drove actually the Enlightenment movement with some pretty unique ideas. But yeah, I remember political philosopher Montesquieu because I rendered that shot so much. I edited that video so much. Almost every line is like burned into my brain.
Okay, well, you're right, and it's worth 5 points. So,
Whoa.
I kind of figured you would get that one, but I didn't know that you would get it that quickly.
Who knows?
But good on you, bro. Okay, so
Yeah.
what was the very first Minecraft video that is currently public on your channel?
Okay. Rare mob drop exchanger, I believe, is unlisted.
Mm-hmm. Which you showed me when I was at your house.
Showed you, but I already know what the next one is because this was the video where I decided I wanted to be a YouTuber. This is where the other ones were like afterthoughts, like not afterthoughts, like they were just shots at it. Like I kind of want to post a video, and this is a cool idea, and I like watching all these other people. Let's just see where it goes. Try it. See how good I am at it, post it if I want. But this is where I was like, okay, I'm definitely doing Minecraft. I'm definitely doing Redstone. I'm definitely doing like command blocks. And it was, oh gosh, what was it? It was the Hopper video. It was what I thought was the most compact like hopper that you could use to create like an automatic like shop in survival, which was something that everyone wanted to do when hoppers came out.
Compact item hopper detector.
I
Minecraft
did a
1.6.2.
whole skit on it. I made the description really detailed. I put a ton of effort into it. I was using my physical screen recorder, which was awful. But it's not a horrible video. As far as like first attempts go.
Yeah.
So
5 points to you. Nice.
Woo.
Okay, this one is actually pretty difficult, but you might get it. So under the About tab on your channel, what is your current description?
Okay, it was originally it was like good, and it actually described my channel, but it was so self-conceited that I had to get rid of it. It was like, hi, I do like video games, but usually Minecraft. But hey, I do redstone and command block stuff. And overall, my goal is just to make high quality, genuine, clean content for the people of the internet. And I hated that because it was the worst. So I changed to something really blunt and like stupid.
It's super blunt and
it wasn't I make videos.
No.
It was something a little more unique than that. It was I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, kind of. It says "Tis I, Supertendoboy." I'm not really sure what I do either.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was something about I didn't know what I did, or I'm not sure about what I'm doing.
Yep.
I remember.
So you get 3 points for that. It was worth 5, but
I didn't get it quite exact.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna give you more than just half points. Now we have one topic left, and that is Nomich trivia. If you don't get every single one right, verbatim, then I will disown you and leave you in the dust.
There's a lot of pressure on this one.
Only a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. What was the name of the first quote-unquote short film released on the Nomich channel? The first video that I consider not just a video, but a short film.
It wasn't Lamppost.
No, that was somewhat recent.
Hold on. Was it? No, there had to be one before MLG. Was it MLG? Because I can't remember you posting a live action. Hold on, let me think for a second. No, I'm going to say your no food challenge. Because I think that was before.
No, it was MLG Quest.
It was MLG Quest?
It was, yeah.
Dang it. Okay. Because Dang. I was about to guess that.
I'm gonna
I
give
couldn't-
you the full points anyways. It's worth 3 points.
Okay.
I'll give you 3 because, it was still a pretty good guess. So, on which date was the first video on my channel published?
I know you started a lot later than my first videos, which were like all the way back in 2011, but it wasn't that late either. I'm gonna say 2013.
No, 2014.
2014.
So it's 2014. Do you remember the day? I'll give you a hint. It's my birthday. If you know that, then boom, you're in business.
It was your birthday wasn't very long ago.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I forgot what day it was.
We recorded an episode of the podcast on
We
my
recorded
birthday.
it that day.
Yep.
It was was it like one of the teens? Like, was it?
No.
I want to say it was like June. It wasn't late June because that was when I was gone. It was right before that, wasn't it? It was like the week before that. I'm gonna say it was June.
You're wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Is it July?
No.
Was it all the way back in May?
Yeah.
Then it had to have been really late May. 29th?
No. 24th. That's fine.
24th.
Whatever. August 3rd.
Yes, because it was a day before. Oh, I should have known that. Gosh. Because there was something else that, yeah. May 24th.
Yes, that's my birthday. You can remember that.
May 24th. Okay.
And your
Wow.
birthday is August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Yes. Nailed it.
May 24th. Okay.
Okay, well, that one was worth 5 points. And 2 extra points if you can tell me what video it is. So if you can tell me what video it is, which you probably won't know.
First video? No.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was Minecraft related, but I doubt it had a fancy thumbnail, so I probably can't remember what it was.
It's a semi-fancy thumbnail, I guess.
I have no idea, Noah.
It was the survival games with friends. It's a horrible video.
Of
Go
course
watch
it was survival games. I could
That's
have
what was
guessed
in.
that.
Yeah, you could have guessed it, but now you can't. This is something that you'll probably actually get. So,
Okay.
in Magical Bat, how much was the Magical Bat?
It was amount of cents. And it wasn't 99 cents. I want to say it was either 5 or 10. Was it 10 cents?
No,
What was it?
it was $5.
$5?
Mm-hmm.
How is I that far off?
I don't know.
Didn't you put it on the screen?
I did.
How could I not remember that? It was. Let me look at that again.
Do you want to hear a quick story about that video?
I would love to hear.
I didn't intend on uploading it at all because it was just a video that I recorded in 15 seconds.
And did one of your friends tell you, like, hey, you should upload that?
No, I decided to upload it because I hadn't uploaded in like 3 years. So basically, I recorded for about 15 or 20 seconds, and then I was bringing it to After Effects so I could test some things, and that was it. And then so the whole reason that I had that there was because I was trying their new face tracker feature, and so that's why the $5
nice.
thing is face tracked to my
I
face.
love that. Okay, yeah, because I wondered about that. Because anything that I track, I don't use After Effects. I track manually or whatever. And I saw that video. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that $5 facial tracking. It's so satisfying.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful, exactly. So, yeah, and the magical bat I was trying to track and then I didn't. And I was like, I'm gonna just manually move this. And I was like, okay, let's do a hue shift. That video was just me experimenting with After Effects.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So, now you know, everyone. Everyone, you can know that. So, you're welcome. Okay, so that was worth 3 points, which you didn't get. And so, okay, so this video I don't remember if I unlisted it or not. In the video, Why I've Been Gone, what power had I been learning?
What power had you been learning? Was it flight?
No, it was not flight. I'll give you one more guess.
Dang. Cause it was something ridiculous. I remember watching that video and it was like, was it teleportation?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Teleportation. You got it. Congratulations.
Whoa.
Woot woot. Okay. Okay, the final question of the entire thing. On which date does the lamppost take place?
Oh. I what date?
Yep. What month? What day
month
of the
and
month?
day?
And year. Yes.
And year?
Uh-huh.
So the year is gonna be the year the video was posted, which was 2017.
Yes.
Was it within a few days of when you posted the video? I don't
Yes.
know when you posted the video. Okay. Was it the day you posted the video?
No. He was
Okay.
3 days before.
It was shortly before I think we restarted the podcast again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say April.
Mm-mm.
No. Was it? It wasn't really early May.
No,
was
it was. It was after we restarted the podcast.
It was.
Yeah.
So it was May.
It wasn't May. Hold up.
June.
No, I done screwed that up. No, sorry, I was getting my months wrong. Homeschooler. It's my fault. Yeah, no, it was March.
Okay.
And we started in
Um,
April. Yeah, you were right. You were right.
Got it. I want to say it was an 11th, but I don't know why. There's no reason I'm saying that. March 21st. I don't know.
No, you were closer with 11th. March 10th. I would have
March
given you the points.
10th.
I'm gonna give you.
Dang
I'm gonna
it.
give you 2.5 points. There
Just
we go.
don't give me any points. I failed your whole section.
That's fine. I don't know how. Oh dang! I don't know how well I would have done on your section. So you're good. I didn't.
That's fine.
You did better than I was expecting to do on the, on your section.
Well, because you remember that stuff when you spend so much time on it. I can't
Yeah.
believe that the Corn Time Lapse was posted before Two Man War. That baffles me because I always think of Two Man War as my first video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I think of like 4 videos when it comes to my first video, but whatever. Yeah, I guess that was before it then.
Interesting. Yeah.
Shucks.
I'm currently adding up the points, and then once we have this, then we will have the point totals.
Oh boy.
So I'll do a fancy little cut, then we'll have the things. Tendo,
Yes.
there were a total of 83 points to be had, and you got a total of, drumroll please, 45.5.
That's over half.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro.
You were pretty generous about giving me the points, but
Only a few of them I was generous on.
I guess.
But hey, that's the way the news goes.
So outdated.
Now, how much time do we have left? We have like 10 minutes. Do you want to go to the first conversation we had on Skype?
Why not? This whole episode's about you and me.
Yeah, essentially. This is our origin story.
That origin story episode.
Yeah. It's like, that's what this is. I'm jumping back from beginning, according to Skype. From beginning.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
jumped back.
boy.
Okay. Wait, that's not the beginning. Psh, no. It doesn't have the beginning?
No, I
Skype?
don't think it doesn't have it from
That's
the very
stupid.
beginning. Why? Is that what you were writing on to figure it out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think it did.
Because I was looking at it a couple of weeks ago. Well, we can go to our earliest conversation from Saturday, July 18th, 2015. That's what it has. And it says, "So Tendo, we're leaving in less than 3 weeks for cross country." And then you said, "Dang, missed you again." tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, we should Skype. See, we talk on Skype so completely different. Maybe it just doesn't work when, I don't know, trippy. Well, I guess we're not going to do that. I think we should tell the story of how I found out your name.
Oh.
That would be interesting.
We could do that.
Do that right now. Okay, so basically what happened was we already kind of like gave a short story like before of when like how we met through this video of this Weeping Angels video, right? And do you remember this at all or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, so what happened was you sent me this link for your school and that had your face in it. And I don't remember why you sent it to me, but you said you try to figure out which one's me. And then I actually recently rewatched that video. It's a pretty.
It's a school project.
It was a school project, yeah. And you were like in a lot of the shots, and I didn't realize that before. But anyway, so I was gonna say I'll link it down below, but then they could.
Do not.
I'm not doing that. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's called. But from there, I found out that it was posted by his school. Okay, and so what I did was I googled that school, found out what town he lived in. Okay, and then from there, I knew his first name, and that's it. And then in the description, it said this video is by blank, 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 and blank. And so I guessed which one it was. And then I went back to his school website, found some old like sports like records or something. It was like some school Olympic type dealio, like some field day or whatever. And then I found his first name. There's only like 2 other of his first name. And then I was like, hey, is this you? And he was like, maybe. So yeah, you're welcome. And then he gave me his address.
See, you make it sound awfully easy, and it was since I sent you a video of my school. But
yeah,
I have like zero personal presence on the internet. Like, if you know my first like and last name or whatever, like I don't exist. Like, you can Google me, and you will not find an account of mine out there or like any place that I am at.
Mm-hmm. He's right. If you Google his name, actually, I'm gonna Google your name right now.
Go ahead. Well, also because of like how common it is, and your name's probably the same. Even if you have a bunch of accounts, Noah, I could Google your first and last name, and there'd be so many more people with that name. I'd never find you.
Oh my gosh, there's an actor with my name. He's 19. He was born August 1st.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck? What the heck? What? I need to send this to you. This is the first picture when I Google your name. This is the first one on Google Images.
Hold on, let's check this out. What is this? Hold on, it's loading. Why?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I have no clue. But if you go to the link that was part of this, it's just,
I share names with this, oh gosh.
No, it was a link to someone's blog, and they have just these 2 guys photoshopped onto a bunch of different things. One of which is that.
Wow. Well, I wish we could show the people, but I'm not gonna do that. Wow. Okay, that's nice.
Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet.
They have like moth wings, and one has angel wings. And this is just going to be fun for the podcast because they don't know what the heck we're talking about.
It's cruel. So, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah. We're really nice. And by we, I mean me. Very nice. I'm going to ask you one question, okay? This is like this is going to be completely irrelevant to everything else in this episode. This is just an interesting like thought exercise. And it's,
all right.
If you had a crystal ball that can tell you any one thing that's the past, present, or the future, anything in the entire universe, and can confirm that it's true or false, what would you want to know?
One thing that I'd like to ask, like,
let me set some restrictions, actually. I did this last week, and a friend of mine said the entire course of human history, That doesn't count. It has to be one thing.
Okay. Well, here I'm gonna talk through my thought process. I'm gonna talk through some options because I still haven't decided what I would do. So
Hmm.
I could go really specific. I could be like, what is this and this person gonna do at this time? Like, so maybe someone I'm really interested in, or maybe I'm asking if I will still be friends with a certain person, or if I'll still be with a person, or if I'll ever be with a certain person. That's the obvious one, like
Hmm.
specific one, but that's kind of naive. Um, the next one that is a little broader that someone might ask is probably how will I die, or how
When will you
will
die?
someone else die? Yeah, when will you die? You know, what will kill you? Then the next broader one would be like, when will the world end? How will the world end? And then the even broader one that some people might be is like, what is existence? What is life? Does X and X exist? Does Y and Y exist? You know, um, if I could ask any question about, hold on, so like about anything that can or will happen, or just
Anything that has happened, will happen, or is happening now.
okay.
It can confirm the truth or
It
tell
can
you
confirm the
something.
truth or
Yep.
tell me about the future.
Or it can tell you about the past.
Honestly, in order to prevent catastrophic things, like in order for me to not become like severely depressed learning something horrible, or I might find a huge, I'd probably Google some huge mystery about something that's going to happen in our universe. I might ask that, or
Hmm.
just whatever's on my mind, what's convenient.
And you
Let
can
me try
only
to
ask it
think of
one
something.
question and then it self-destructs.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking. Like in the moment, I
Hmm.
would probably ask. I'd probably honestly, I'd probably ask. Will global warming uh be? I suppose. Um, hold on, because I want to ask about climate change probably.
A good question that I just thought of was, or is, like, is global warming, or climate change rather, uh, man affected, or are we causing it? Because that's a huge debate that people have.
I pretty much already know the answer to that. It's pretty solid that we have helped the process speed up exponentially.
Hmm.
Um, I
Okay,
think
that's
my
a topic that we could discuss
a
because
topic we
I
can
I don't
discuss.
I don't think we know that. There's speculation, but the thing is, we haven't been keeping records of how the Earth has changed, like the way that it changes. So this same exact thing of global warming might have happened 300 years ago, but we weren't keeping track of it then. So the only
Uh,
thing we can do is like
yeah, but at
wait,
a rate
really.
at a rate 1,000 times slower than it is now. We'll talk about that some other time. I'll ask, will catastrophic effects of climate change be prevented? I guess would be my question. Catastrophic is kind of, I would find the proper measurement with some good research, because already the odds aren't great. And I'd figure out how bad it could potentially be. Like, what's the number to ask that could find out, like, how horrible it's going to be. And then from there, I mean, because obviously I already care about it and want to do something about it, but, like, I feel like having that knowledge would allow me to figure out a bunch more stuff.
And help
Just
people better than you can now.
right.
Hmm. Smart.
Um, yeah. I mean, but I could also just prevent like the death of somebody I love. That'd be pretty heroic, but also pretty selfish. I think climate change. I'm gonna go with that one that I already said. What
Nice.
would you ask, Noah?
Okay, so I've never really talked about politics because controversy, and controversy is bad. Politics or religion on this. However, I'm gonna say now that I believe that there is a God, and so what I'd like to ask is there a God, or the God that I follow, does he exist? And like, if he exists, is everything that he says in this book called the Holy Bible, is it true? Because if that's true, then I'll continue living and I have more of a case and whatever. But if it's not true, then I just forget that and then just try to be a good person, and then I can live my life in a different way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, okay. The problem with the crystal ball is it's asking something that will happen or has happened. If I could just ask any question,
Yeah.
I would probably ask a question like, should I be happy? I would ask an extremely like sophisticated philosophical question that technically couldn't be answered. But if it can answer any question, that'd probably be what I should ask is, should I be happy? Is existence pointless? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
So, do you want to change your question? Is that what you would ask if you given this crystal ball that can answer almost any question or any
yes.
question within
Because
reason?
of course your question is an important one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think more important to me would just be, yeah, should I be happy? Because like, I think that's a lot of people's like dilemma is not like, of course, yeah, you're talking about a belief system, but like, I think a more general thing is, for me, at least, is whether you even should have that, like whether it's worth it. Sorry, I'm getting very like depressive, nihilistic, but like whether you even should try, or like whether I guess I don't want to say deserve, because that's hard. If he could answer anything, we could ask some really subjective stuff. Let me think. Does consciousness exist? Is time the fourth dimension? Like the possibilities are endless. I don't know.
Is infinity a reality?
Is infinity a reality?
Exactly.
Is the universe a cycle?
Is the universe truly infinite, or is it finite?
Is it a giant torus? Will space travel be possible between
Well, space travel is possible as of now.
No, I mean like sorry,
So,
I'm
you
trying
mean
to talk
between
about
galaxies?
between galaxies.
Will teleportation ever be possible? What about time travel?
Uh, will I ever get my microwave to work? Should I?
The real tough questions. Yes, I think you should call a mechanic before you use your crystal ball on that.
Did I clog my toilet, or is it just acting up?
Yes.
Should I go to the ER, or is my poop supposed to look like that?
That's
The
a very
tough
good
stuff.
question. The tough stuff. The tough stuff. Stuff that you can't ask Google.
Exactly. I mean, you can. You're just too embarrassed to, even though nobody cares. There's always that guilt of just typing it, because once it's typed, you're like, wow, that's what I just typed. Okay. Like, nobody's gonna see it, and even if they did, they probably won't care, but
The tough questions.
oh goodness. Yeah. The tough questions. That's right.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's so many questions that you could ask this crystal ball. I think your global warming one, that's a good one.
I say leave a comment in the comments down below
Yeah,
if you're
what would
watching
you
on
ask
YouTube.
it?
What would you ask? I'm sure there's been 100 forms on this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I didn't make up the
still-
question. Let me
I
just
know.
make that clear to the
I
viewers.
understand that. That's why I'm saying I'm sure this has been asked tons of times, but
Maybe
still
on Ask
interested.
Reddit.
oh, I'm sure it's been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I have read it now. So next episode we can talk about that.
Yeah, and speaking of next episode, guys, link in the description, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. We will be discussing that next episode. So get ready, Tendo.
Oh boy.
Another short story to add to our collection.
I'm so excited.
We're going to be so learned.
We're going to be so learned. It's going to be insane.
It's gonna be
this
crazy.
is now called the Education Podcast. You can substitute this for whatever schooling system you're a part of.
Yeah, it's not... School is useless. Just listen to our podcast. Get entertainment and...
Yeah, and if the government tells you can't do that, or your parents say that, just let them send an email to us. And then when they send us an email, we'll say, just watch the podcast.
Yes, watch it
We
with
aren't
your
gonna-
eyeballs.
We aren't going to tell you what we meant. Um,
Yep.
I think I know what time it is.
I think it's time for some corny humor. It's also 4:22. Dang it!
I was gonna
Missed it by
say
2 minutes.
it's time to spin that wheel of
Mythicality?
Nomich and Supertendoboy. But
Cality?
I forgot that we aren't physically. I mean, we still could spin a wheel. Just read your dumb joke.
Do you want me to spin a wheel?
The people have places to go, Noah. I bet there's someone right out there right now that they're watching this and they're like, as soon as this episode's over, I'm gonna go eat some really good food, but they gotta finish the episode. So they're just waiting on you, Noah, to tell your joke, and then they're gonna have that giant, juicy, tasty slab of raw salmon.
Raw salmon.
I was gonna say cheeseburger, but that's probably not relatable to our entire audience.
You're right.
So I thought of the food that everybody likes, no matter where you live, which is raw fish.
Absolutely. Raw fish. Raw salmon.
Everyone
Specific
loves
salmon.
sushi,
Okay.
except for me.
Oh,
I don't
I
like
love
sushi.
Sushi's delicious.
I hate sushi.
One
What
of my
was your
favorite foods.
What was your joke?
Okay,
Hold
so
on,
there's this Lego car that I have, and it has wheels, so I'm going to spin the wheel. That was it. Ooh,
Yeah,
that
I gotta
one spins
roll-
real nice.
I gotta roll the tape here. Let me just spin that. Oh, good. It landed on get a real job. Okay, that's a nice one.
Great. Okay, now that we've spun the wheel, which is something that we will do right before I read the joke every episode now.
Goodness gracious.
Yep. Why did the pig want to become an actor?
It's not gonna be an oink pun at the Oscars. Think an actor. I think a pig pun. Something to do with hooves, no. Piglets, no. I don't know.
I don't even get this, but he was a big ham.
I think that's a saying. A big ham is a big ham. Hold on. We're cultured. Big ham is a trope used in popular culture. It's a ridiculously larger than life character, public speaker, full of charisma. Okay.
Well, it's not that popular then. It must be from the 1912s.
The 90.
1912s, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Overacting inferior performer.
Wow, that stupid pig. He's a real big ham.
All right. That's a great joke, Noah. You know what's a better joke though?
Your life.
The podcast. So we should end it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you aren't leaving this in, Noah.